Yes, we finally have a new Superman movie in the pipeline, and like it or not, it does not have Henry Cavill in the titular role. Produced by DC Studios and to be distributed by Warner Bros. Pictures, James Gunn's Superman will not only be the first movie in the DCU, but it will also be a reboot of the Superman film series. Now we know what you're thinking. The character has pretty much been a staple of cinema since Max Fleischer's animated shorts back in the 1940s. So what will James Gunn's Superman have to offer? Well, for starters, how about an entirely new story? Also, we're not just talking about any story here, we're strictly talking about the one that will take forward the very legacy of the Man of Steel. So without any further delay, let's take a look at everything that we know about James Gunn's Superman. But before we go into explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you, and let's begin. Does the movie have a release date? Yes, it does. The new Superman movie, which not only happens to be under the creative direction of Gunn, will also be serving itself as the first film of the DC Universe's Chapter 1 Gods and Monsters, is currently scheduled for a theatrical release on the 11th of July next year. Both Gunn and Peter Safran have been often quoted, stating that they firmly believe Superman to be the commencement of the DCU. Well, while that certainly remains to be seen, knowing Gunn and his filmmaking, things indeed seem to be in his favor. When did the filming begin, and who are involved? The filming of the first entry in the rebooted DC Universe began in February this year with a team dedicated to bringing Gunn's vision to life. The initial title, Superman Legacy, was announced in January last year, only to be dropped by the end of February this year. Principal photography began on February 29 in its stunning Svalbard, Norway, chosen by Gunn for its natural beauty and resemblance of the Arctic region. The team includes Henry Bram as the cinematographer, Stefan Soretti as the visual effects supervisor, Judiana Makovsky as the costume designer, John Murphy as the musical composer, and Jason Ballantyne as the film's editor, all working tirelessly to create a cinematic masterpiece. Cast, who are confirmed to be involved with the project. Written and directed by Gunn, Superman will be led by David Corenswet, who is filling in the shoes for Cavill. It is fitting to state that the movie will be a star-studded affair. The other members of the cast include Rachel Brosnahan, debuting as Lois Lane, Nicholas Hoult as businessman Lex Luthor, who also happens to be the arch-nemesis of Superman, Isabella Merced as superhero Hawkgirl, Frank Grillo as Rick Flag Sr., Nathan Fillion as the abrasive galactic peacekeeper Guy Gardner, Eddie Gathegi as superhero and inventor Mr. Terrific, and Wendell Pierce as the editor-in-chief of the Daily Planet, amongst others. Additionally, Skylar Gisondo will be making an appearance as Jimmy Olsen, Pruitt Taylor Vince as Jonathan Kent, Neba Howell as Martha Kent, Anthony Carrigan as Metamorpho, Sean Gunn as the role of businessman Maxwell Lord, Sarah Sampaio as Luthor's assistant and love interest Eve Teschmacher, and Millie Alcock as Kara Zor-El, or more popularly known as Supergirl. Now, the screening tapes for the primary roles of Superman, Lois Lane, and Lex Luthor were put forward back in May last year. While there is no denying that Corenswet was the leading candidate for the role of Superman, we cannot disregard the other actors who were also considered. For instance, there were Jacob Elordi, Andrew Richardson, and Tom Brittney, according to reports. Jacob Elordi refused to read for the role, stating that it would be a tad too much and dark for him. For the character of Lois Lane, Out of the Blue fame Samara Weaving, Bridgerton fame Phoebe Dynevor, and Sex Education fame Emma Mackey had also auditioned apart from Rachel Brosnahan. You will be surprised to learn that Dynevor was almost one of the final contenders for the role of Lois Lane. The casting of Corenswet and Brosnahan in the respective roles of Superman and Lois Lane was, in due course, officially declared on the 27th of June last year. And that's not all. Alexander and Bill Skarsgård were also shortlisted for portraying Luthor. However, the role was eventually bagged by Nicholas Hoult, who had initially opted to play the role of Superman. How is the narrative of Superman expected to unfold? While the plotline of the film is yet to be disclosed, what is confirmed for sure is that it will not be the overused origin story. In Peter Safran's words, the 2025 film will have the titular hero balancing out his Kryptonian legacy with his human rearing as the central point. Fans will find Superman working at the Daily Planet as Clark Kent. While this means that he is acquainted with Lois Lane, it also means that he has already been safeguarding humans as the costumed superhero for a while now. Having said that, the movie will have its focus on Clark and Lois, and there is no getting rid of that. But what's more is that Superman will center around the traditional ideals to define his character, and at the same time also put a contemporary twist on how those principles are perceived. Furthermore, James Gunn had also revealed that his movie will take specific inspiration from Grant Morrison and Frank Quitely's 12-issue comic book series, All-Star Superman, and add to this Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale's 4-issue comic book limited series, Superman for All Seasons. Frankly speaking, if you ask us, we think it will be a rather interesting choice of storyline for Superman's debut in the new DCU. Now, for the latest set photos and videos that have surfaced online, it is fitting to state that one can make out omitted details of the film. Like, for instance, one of the set photos have given us fans a pleasant preview of Cornsweat's new take on the character. Cornsweat's version of Clark Kent is visibly different as he's seen with a particularly curly hairstyle. Another video that has been put up on social media shows Metropolis's red cape protector led away in cuffs, and if you pay close attention to it, you will realize that the scene is introducing interactions with characters from the upcoming Creature Commandos TV series, thereby hinting at a possible crossover. As we delve deeper into the leaked set video, we see that Superman is arrested by undisclosed Metropolis villains, or thugs for that matter. The high point of this video is a masked person wearing a black costume with a unique U symbol. Now, this suit's emblem has led to countless theories. Some fans have been speculating the character to be Ultraman, while some believe it to be Ulysses. Sadly, Superman does not have a trailer yet since the movie is still in the process of filming. Marvelous verdict. Since the movie is scheduled for release on July 11, 2025, Gunn and the DC team have plenty of time to perfect the newest Man of Steel story. Also, in case you did not know, the movie is being shot entirely using IMAX cameras, and this has us hoping for more official content soon. Well, for now, it looks like fans have to wait for any further information on James Gunn's Superman, and with this, we finally come to the end of our video today. So, what are your thoughts about the upcoming movie? We promise to keep you posted with every new bit of information that we gather on it. Also, we'd love to hear your thoughts about the movie in the comment section down below. Now, if you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Please do leave a thumbs up and stay tuned with us as we promise to come back with more exciting content. Till then, goodbye and thanks for watching. Have a nice one.